Hello, my people. Rufai Oseni and Ruben Abati blast fire at El-Rufai for calling some Nigerian leaders illiterate and lack leadership quality. My correct people then, El-Rufai and Ruben Rufai and Ruben did not even message for this El-Rufai air. They can't blast when they give this small for their money should not be smarting. We could have watched this film and kindly tell us in the conversation your opinion regarding this.
Okay, Rufai, I mean, he describes the delegates as illiterate, semi-literate, cunning. Actually, the leaders, it's the delegates that are illiterate. I wonder, pray tell, I wonder who he was speaking about.
No, I think
very good point.
Some of the leaders too are
interesting
illiterate.
point. No, he did mention that some of the leaders were illiterate, semi-literate, cunning.
But these are the same delegates that he was part of wooing. So he was part of wooing illiterate people, right? These were delegates that he and some other people were cutting in favor of who they were supporting for president. All of this, I put it to Mr. El-Rufai. If that security clearance had scaled and he had become minister, will he still see all of these things that he's saying? Let's call it spade a spade. Now you want to pull on the parade of the same system you supported. So in 2015, when Buhari came in, and you came in when you came in also to leadership, you didn't know that the delegates were illiterates then, right? It's only in 2023 when things didn't go your way. All right? That's when he knows, all of a sudden, that delegates are illiterate. So when the system was favoring those and those that he was in cahoots with, the system was not, they were not illiterates then. All of a sudden now, they are illiterates in the system. So when the politicians were bribing the delegates to be able to carry their votes during party primaries, they were not illiterates then.
Has the opportunity
when
to
they were
change his
giving
mind.
them dollars, they were not illiterates then. See, a man has the opportunity to change his mind, but he should also change his mind when things are working in his favor. If a man vacillates or changes his mind when things are not working in his favor, the man is a selfish man.
Or he's seen the light.
They only see the light when things are not working in their favor, Ayo. They don't see the light when things are working in their favor. Like Buala said, right? I don't support everything Buala said, but on this one, Buala 100% was spot on. If El-Rufai was in this government, will he say what he's saying today? That's the question we should ask him. Will he say what he's saying today? That's the question.
All right.
You see, politicians always talk when it favors them. But coming to the subject matter, yes, we've always talked about this. In fact, I'm not even concerned that the delegates are illiterates. Everywhere in the world, there are delegates that are illiterates. All right? Because you can't have totally educated people in the political system. No. They have different groups in a society. Mine is the over-monetization. I don't have a problem with delegates that are illiterate. You can be illiterate and have common sense. My problem is with the over-monetization and dollarization of the party primary system. It was after the party primary system, dollar surged up to about 700. Because of the dollar they were going to get the delegates.
All right.
So those are the things we should talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, look, I blame the editors. You see, the problem with journalism is that we fall backwards to iconize people, to give people platforms, to allow them the opportunity to say things and impose their views on the public. Sometimes we make mistakes in that regard. There are persons that should be disregarded by the media, that you don't give the platform because they use the media to pursue their own objectives. And when you help them to pursue their own objectives and achieve, they turn against the same media. They talk about press boys, they talk about media in a derogatory manner. There are some stories you just ignore because they are of no consequence. And I think that to go to the substance of this story, therefore, Nasir Rufai saying the leadership recruitment process in Nigeria is wrong. We are recruiting illiterates. We are recruiting all kinds of people. Yeah, at the level of theory, leadership recruitment process, there's a problem with it. Because it's the third 11, it's the fourth 11 that runs Nigeria at the best of the levels. You have to ask the question in Nigeria, how is it that in a country of well-educated, brilliant, well-exposed people, it's touts and crooks that get to positions of authority, either from the military extraction or from the civilian extraction? So in that regard, he's right. But he's also being hypocritical. It's hypocrisy. It's a major issue here. He's saying, oh, the APC, he no longer believes in the APC, but he's not going to leave the APC. He has benefited from the PDP. He has benefited from the APC. And he says, oh, I'm not leaving the APC. He's talking about leadership recruitment. What kind of arrogance? And, I don't understand this kind of hypocrisy. Talking from both sides of the mouth. When it suits you, you talk from this side. When it doesn't suit you, you talk from that other side. Now, he says he's not going to leave the APC, but there are members of the Social Democratic Party who have said that he recently had a meeting with them. Why is he meeting with another political party? And it comes because somebody has given him the microphone to say that, oh, well, I'm not leaving the APC. Is it true or not that he met with the Social Democratic Party? Is it true or not that he's trying to do the opposition? Daniel Bwala is right. He's not always right. And I don't think he has made a right choice. He can go on Twitter or X and abuse Ruben Abati as much as possible. But what he has said this time around is that, look, if Nasir El-Rufai had been made a minister, if he had been given the opportunity to dictate directions within the APC, will he come out and say this? No. This is, somebody who has lost out in the power game complaining. And all of us should see through all these shenanigans. And that's why I say, well, maybe the editors will say it's news. And maybe they just want to expose his hypocrisy. So maybe the purpose of the editors is to say, look at this hypocritical man. And why do they all take us for a ride? If you are in politics, you are in politics. Can you do politics with integrity, with values, not as it suits you? So I don't think that this is a big story. El-Rufai saying, I no longer recognize the APC. The same APC platform that he has benefited from. So which platform is he going to use next? Okay? He has benefited from the PDP platform. He has benefited from the APC platform. He has written a book where he says he's the accidental public servant. Yeah, what is the next accident that he's planning and that he will embrace with confidence and, his usual rhetoric? Please. It's early morning. I don't want all kinds of persons coming to me saying they are intelligent and they understand in Nigeria. You should know that there are intelligent people in other places as well. But however, the point that he has made about leadership recruitment, I agree with that at the level of theory. To the extent that leadership recruitment in Nigeria is a problem. We have a country of really talented people, and touts and crooks are more successful. Even musicians are more successful than properly educated people. That's the kind of country we have. Theoretically, yes, he has a point there. But to grandstand about how illiterates are running Nigeria, that's absolute tosh. Say that to him, repeat it to him.